A former professional chef to a stay-at-home mom to executive consultant right here at LifeVantage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Dr. Tamia, Williams, and Andrea Ebert.
Dr. Tamia and I were strangers, two very different and unique women, yet the moment we spoke, we had an instant soul connection. I fell in love with her story, and I cried with her story. She is the kind of woman whose very existence challenges you to become more and dream bigger. We are on fire for the love-life synergy, the future of LifeVantage, and the unstoppable wave that is coming.
Here's the thing. I am her. And she is me. The more we talk, the more we realize that we had more in common than not. We're both open to working together, to use what it has given us or what we have been given to share with others for the entire LifeVantage family. We do believe that working together is how we're going to take LifeVantage from where it is today to a multi-billion-dollar company. Andrea's story has inspired me, and I know it's going to inspire you too. And so I want to introduce my sister again to all of you. Let's hear your story. My baby sister, Andrea. Take it away. Love you, lady.
I always wanted to have a big family. When I met my husband, Andrea, I asked him if he loved kids. He said yes. He always wanted to have a boy and a girl. So it's safe to say I exceeded his expectations, right? All right, 57%, actually I heard a different number, 67% of American families are living paycheck to paycheck. 76% of families say that they don't have time to do the things that matter most with the people that they love the most. Our family fit in both statistics. And that's why I'm so passionate about sharing the whole story of what LifeVantage has to offer. I went to culinary school, graduated at the top of my class, and I got an interview at the Inn of Little Washington. It's a 5-star, 5-diamond, 3 Michelin star restaurant. You've all heard of Hell's Kitchen. When you see this kitchen on the slide, this was Heaven's Kitchen, okay? Let me tell you about the interview. I was invited to do a stage. It's a trial work day. It was all going awesome until the very first dinner service when the sous chef came over to me and told me I had 40 minutes to create and prepare an entree for the chef. I was so intimidated. I came there to learn, not to cook. I was in almost all male-dominated kitchen of giant men, and I felt so out of my league. I almost replied in that moment, "Thank you, goodbye, have a great life." But I dug deep, and I found myself saying, "Yes, chef," and I got to work. And everything flowed, and I prepared my best dish to date. Stephen Covey says, "We are the product of our decisions, not our circumstances. Leaders learn to step into discomfort. When we feel the fear and decide to step into faith and take action, we strengthen that muscle, and it serves as an anchor and a reminder every time we face the next obstacle." It's in these moments where we grow and transform our life. And I'm glad I did, because I met my future husband 9 months later when he came to that restaurant. Andre, actually, when you walk into this hall, you're gonna see a piece of the Berlin Wall in the museum here. And we took a picture by it today because my husband grew up in East Berlin, Germany, on the communist side, a stone throw away from the wall. When he was 20, the wall came down, and then he moved to Switzerland, England, and the USA where we met. We fell in love instantly, and we've been a couple ever since we met in 2003. He's my absolute favorite person. And the reason I am up here today on this stage is because I had a burning desire to have more time and more memories with him. After 6 years in the hospitality industry, I officially retired with the birth of our first son. And I tell you what, I had no desire to go back to work whatsoever. I love being a mom. I love the freedom that I experienced being the CEO of my own home, doing what I wanted when I wanted. And I kind of had leveraged income because I had a husband. I ran a little eBay store for extra money. I had so much freedom, but my husband didn't. Fast forward another 10 years later, we had 5 children. I felt like our life was just slipping by. And we had no plan in place for retirement or to ever stop working. And we were only getting older. Our expenses grew with our large family, especially choosing a holistic lifestyle when you pay more for your health, when you live outside the matrix, and homeschooling. In the meantime, the man I love the most spent most of his time at work. As an executive chef, he was away holidays, weekends, late nights. I was like a single parent at sports and church and family events. I called myself the weekend widow. I had friends who barely knew my husband, and it was really hard. It was hard not because of the extra workload for me. It was hard because we were missing out on time with him. My husband is the fun one to be around. He's a family DJ, a great chef, a calming presence, very creative, and the kindest person I know. When we were both tired of our limited time together and limited options, we became bold, decided to open a restaurant. You see, we understood. Now, he came from communism. He's from Germany. We began to understand that the American dream is not about having a mortgage on your house, owning your 2 cars, and working 40 hours until you die. The real American dream is entrepreneurship and the ability to design your own life. A restaurant made sense to us. We loved cooking, we loved hospitality. We actually didn't know there was any other way for us. You guys, we were willing to take on debt, find investors, take a massive risk, now have 2 parents working outside the home just for a chance at a better future for our family because there had to be more to life. My soul wanted more. The next chapter of my life could be titled, She Found Personal Development. I knew I needed to brush up on my skills to run the front of the restaurant, so I Googled how to be a good restaurant manager. And that Google search led me to these books and many more. I found the incredible world of mindset where anything is possible if you believe and you take action. I read The Magic of Thinking Big, Think and Grow Rich. I found Bob Proctor, read Rich Dad Poor Dad. We ended up walking away from that restaurant idea after working on a business plan for 6 months. At this point, we knew we can create wealth and a better future, but still had no idea how. I tried many things and wasn't making progress for a whole year. When one day I met someone in a grocery store, and I met him on a day that I was particularly down and particularly hungry. He was a network marketer who challenged himself to have 3 conversations every day with a stranger, not about his business, not about his product, but a genuine connection. That day, I was his 3rd conversation. I was so hungry that conversation quickly escalated to the point that I was begging him to tell me about his online business. But he said he wanted to wait, he wanted to talk to my husband and I together. So we met, and he gave us some more books. We read Prosumer Power. The concept is, why would you not buy from your own online store? You're buying things online, buy them from yourself. The next book, The Business of the 21st Century. I dove in, but when I opened that book, I said to my husband, this looks like network marketing. And he said, keep reading. So I did. By the middle of the book, I thought, okay, this is sounding good. I get it. It was a culmination of everything we had been reading thus far in business books and in personal growth. I closed the book, I looked at my husband, I said, we need to go find one of those companies to join right now. When people say no to this industry, it's because they don't know what they're saying no to. We have to have the courage to allow people to misunderstand us. As soon as I understood, it was a no-brainer. I'll never forget the moment that I had an instant understanding of what my friend from our old homeschool co-op was actually doing. She was building an empire. But all I saw was pricey oils, and although I love them, they took a toll on my budget, limited mindset. So I bought them sporadically to support her, to be a good friend. Do you ever get embarrassed from anything from your past? Anything? My small mindset embarrassed me so much in that moment. Ouch. I thought to myself, what would my life have looked like if I had joined her 6 years ago? She had gone on to reach the top of that company, and I had a pit in my stomach. But I felt like that ship had sailed, and I didn't contact her. We didn't join the man in the store. Why? He was incredible. He changed our life. We pray for him every day because he showed us what this industry could do for our family. But we weren't in love with his products. We didn't want to sell another vitamin. We wanted to partner with the best company. In the restaurant world, we had worked for 5-star, 5-diamond, 3 Michelin star restaurants. Between my husband and myself, we worked at 5 of the world's best restaurants. When I worked at a hotel, I chose the Ritz-Carlton, the best hotel that I could think of. The network marketing company we were going to choose had to be the creme de la creme. We looked at many companies, but when we saw the ABC investigative report and learned about the power of activation, healing from the inside out, that was it. We were all in. We never looked back. We found our enrollers, signed up on a business pack, and we were at convention 2 weeks later. And we haven't missed a convention in almost 7 years. And listen, we had no doubt whatsoever that we would achieve the executive and presidential ranks in this business. No doubt. And it wasn't ignorance, it wasn't being delusional. It is because we truly understood what is possible when you have mindset, focused action, and a vehicle that can take you there. That same vehicle is yours right now, and it is more souped up than ever. This is the vehicle I got in about 7 years ago when I joined LifeVantage. This is what we got today. We have LoveBiome, we've got momentum, we've got energy, we have so much. We understood that to build this business, it would require short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. It would require improving our skill set and investing back into the business, doing a fraction, just a fraction, of what it would have taken to make a successful restaurant, but also doing way more than the average network marketer is willing to do. We were able to recognize our dream of being able to RV and travel all around the country. So for the last 4 years, we've been homeless. No, for the last 4 years, we've been traveling full-time all over the States and parts of Canada in our RV, and we've had the most incredible adventures as a family of 10. We've been from Acadia, Maine, to San Diego, California. We've been from the Pacific Northwest to the Florida Keys, and everywhere in between. We've been to South Africa, Croatia, Mexico, Punta Cana. Memories that will last a lifetime. Imagine paying all your bills, living on your own schedule, having time flexibility, full-time traveling, 2 full-time parents, a personal chef, doing work you are passionate about, and now having extra money to put away and being more excited than ever about your future. That's the life we live now because of LifeVantage. If people understood what leverage income looks like, you would punch through a brick wall to get there. Every day we wake up with gratitude. And one last thing I'm going to share. About a month after going all in with LifeVantage, I got a message from my old homeschool co-op friend. She wrote, "I rue the day I didn't tell you more about the business." To rue the day means to bitterly regret. So go out there and tell the whole story. There's people praying for what we have. And now you're going to hear from my incredible and powerful story from my friend, Dr. Tamia.
Awesome. Great job. Awesome. Y'all can do better than that. Give my baby sister. Come on. Oh, wow. I want to talk to you just a little bit. And I'm so excited. I'm trying to contain myself, but if I go off track, y'all understand, right? All right. Well, first and foremost, I want to just welcome everybody again. And before I actually go into what I really want to talk to you about, which is, I got a story that I want to share with you. But before I do, I want to share a couple of things. Not just any story that I'm going to be sharing, but a story of resilience, of love, and the kind of tenacity that turns obstacles into opportunities. But here's the thing, I need you to stay with me until the very end. Because this story, it ends very, very well. Before I get into that, I want to share with you why story matters to network marketers. We don't just build networks, we build trust. People buy people before they buy products, plans, or opportunities. And your story, just like the one I heard Mr. Poe, several stories he shared today, had me in tears. Just drew me closer to he and his amazing wife. It's a bridge. It links your heart to someone else's hope. In our world, every no becomes data, and every yes becomes a doorway. And so today I'm going to tell you a story about a little girl named Sharonette. My childhood friend, my mentor, and the living example that ordinary beginnings don't dictate extraordinary outcomes. And so here's a window into the past. A little girl named Sharonette. If you'd met Sharonette in Latta, South Carolina, you would have met a little girl that was bright, determined, a very determined kid with a big heart and a stubborn streak of courage. She was the first and only child in a family that faced more storms than most. Sharonette's mother died when she was only 7 years old. Her father was incarcerated for double murder when she was only 9 years old. She was raised by her grandparents who had raised 21 children, both their own and those under their care. Now just let that sink in for a moment. You see, when the odds stack that high, you don't lose hope. You become a problem solver. You see, her grandmother had a 6th grade education and her grandfather had a 1st grade education. Learning was a challenge, but not a barrier. In 3rd grade, Sharonette brought home the worst report card ever. I mean, in a straight line, D's and F's. The kids made fun of her, they teased her. And in that moment, she began to believe that she was limited. Yet even as she faltered in school, she found a way to endure and to dream. Oh, she had that entrepreneurial spark, even as a child. Sharonette decided to become a business owner very early. By age 9, she was riding her bike, selling pies, selling cakes, and frozen pops, Kool-Aid pops, that she sold to neighbors and to friends. She didn't make a fortune, no, but she earned something priceless, belief in herself. At 14, her grandfather died in a moment that could have broken her even more. And at the age of 16, her grandmother followed. Suddenly, a girl, 16 years old, with a suitcase with everything that she owned in it, $50 in her pocket, and a dream, found herself on an Amtrak train headed straight for New York City. Now, this is the moment you'd expect to blossom. Now, this is the moment you choose to grow. The college pivot, a leap into the unknown. Sharonette struggled in high school. College felt like a long shot until she realized it offered a doorway she could walk through. She pursued higher education, imagining a better future. It wasn't easy. No, it wasn't easy. She faced a pregnancy in her sophomore year and the pressure of disapproval from family who believed she should avoid such disappointments. But she kept moving. She attended multiple colleges and worked 3 jobs in her final semester to graduate. She invited her family to her graduation, but only her 4-month-old daughter was present. It would have been easy to quit, but she chose to persevere. The challenges deepened even further. A mother in the face of adversity, Sharonette became a school teacher in Brooklyn, New York for 9 years. In the course of those 9 years, she faced another unimaginable challenge. Her son was born with a serious condition, having been diagnosed with being severely developmentally delayed. He wore diapers until he was 11 years old. A heart-wrenching reality that could have broken any parent's resolve. But Sharonette, she didn't abandon him. She adapted, she learned, and grew in ways that transformed her life, their lives. She resigned from teaching to start a home-based business, stepping into the unknown, afraid but yet determined. Here's a truth you'll hear echoed in every successful networker's journey. Fear is a signal, but it's not a sentence. Oh, come on, somebody. It's not a sentence. Oh, the power of relationships. A second chance at love and purpose. Had to believe again. Sharonette's life was a tapestry of challenging chapters. Marriage, divorce, resilience, and finally, a new partnership that didn't just love her. It loved every part of her life and every person in it, especially her son. Her most significant professional breakthrough came when she joined a company and became the very first female to reach the highest milestone in that organization, earning more in 1 month than she could have ever imagined and living a life of her dreams. But the compensation plan changes, and all the factors led her to pass the business on to her daughters. It wasn't the end of her story, though. It was a transformation of her purpose. During this season, she was introduced to LoveBiome. Oh yeah. And at first, she wasn't sure about the plan, but she believed in the products and the impact. She went from side business to full-time purpose, and the game changed. Recently, same little Sharonette was introduced to LifeVantage via mentors Kelly Olsen and Sean Whitney. She said yes because of her trust and respect for them. But when Sharonette met Steve Fife and his team, when she met many of the leaders and learned of the LifeVantage culture, which matched her completely, by the way, when she learned about the products and especially the Evolve compensation plan. Come on, November the 1st. Come on. She knew this was the company that she hoped one day would exist in her lifetime. She decided to go all in, all in. And here's the core of her shift. She didn't just try something new. She fully embraced it with the gratitude for the people who inspired her to explore it further. But here's the turning point. Why am I sharing this story with you today? Why am I talking about Sharonette? Because Sharonette is me. Dr. Tamia, Sharonette, Williams. highlight triumph alone. It's the blueprint for how resilience, belief, and action intersect to create influence. I once carried shame, and I sense that many of you are probably having that experience right now. I once carried disappointment and also heavy self-criticism. I learned that everyone has a story, but the key is to ensure that your story doesn't have you. Your story can become a life. It can change a life. Because of my story, I built some major organizations that matter. Because of my story, I can connect with the child without a mother, the child with an incarcerated father, the child who struggles in school, the teenage mother, the mother with a special child, and I can connect with the woman recovering from divorce, the blended family building, the grieving and the healing, and Lord knows I can speak to you, every MLM and the skeptics alike, because I've walked the path from fear to faith, and I've walked the path from doubt to action. Here is what I can tell you. So you can leverage your story in our industry. So we can take LifeVantage to a multi-billion-dollar company. Your story isn't a liability. Know this. It is not a liability. Your story is a differentiator. It creates trust, relatability, and a shared human experience. Translate pain into purpose. Look at your hardest moments and extract the lessons that propel others forward. Use that learning to help someone see possibility in their own lives. Align with a mission that's bigger than yourself. People don't join opportunities because of products. They join because of purpose. And Lord knows we are on purpose. Let your mission be clear. What change do you want to create in your community or industry? Invite, don't push. Share your story as an invitation to explore a path together. Listen deeply to others' stories. Respond with genuine curiosity and practical help. Model consistency and courage. Show up where it matters most consistently. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's acting in spite of fear again and again. Pay it forward. Mentor others who remind you of your younger self. Like little old Sharon had. Build a cycle of giving that amplifies impact across teams and also networks. Your story has power. Your story has power. Your experiences are currency. And your network, it is your amplifier. In closing, the end of that becomes the beginning. Sharon this life didn't start with privilege. It didn't. It started with an unshakable decision to keep going, to keep growing, and to keep giving. She used every setback as fuel for a bigger purpose. And she made room for others, for her family, for her community, and for the world she wanted to serve, especially this LifeVantage family. If you take one thing away from this story, let it be this. You don't have to have everything figured out to begin. You only have to begin with what you have, with what you know, and with the willingness to grow into what you don't yet see. To my fellow brothers and sisters in this room right now, your voice, it matters. Your story, it matters. The people you haven't met yet, the ones that need to hear from you, that need to hear your truth, and the ones that are waiting for you to share yours, use your voice. Use your voice. Build your bridges. And let your story inspire others to act. Thank you so much for allowing me to share.
Sharon Ebert, Dr. Tamia, says to take us from 200 million, not to a billion, but to a multi-billion-dollar company. It's that energy and that passion. This is the industry where we grow people. That's one of my favorite things about it. It's a personal growth journey with a compensation plan. The more you grow, the more you step out of your comfort zone, the more you overcome the 6 inches in between your ears, Carrie Dickey, right? That is when you will maximize that compensation plan. This profession comes with such a low buy-in, but can truly take you as far as you are willing to go. This industry does not discriminate. We have a support team. We have all the things that Andrea and I had to work to build with our restaurant. All the things we were trying to put together. It's all done for us here. We have a beautiful website made for us. We have systems. We have an app. We have a customer service team. We have a corporate team who charts the course for us, and an incredible visionary leader at the helm. Thank you, Steve Fife. We have events like this to grow our belief. We have a team that pays us, lawyers to protect us. We have events like this. We are given the opportunity to be in the room with leaders, but also we're given the opportunity to become one. Where else do you get to be surrounded by the salt of the earth, people, and a beautiful culture like we have here at LifeVantage? We're given opportunities to earn incentive trips around the world. We're given opportunities for leadership development, like our Growth Summit for our qualified MC1s, and like our League of Leaders for our executive consultants. We have the best products. We have the best compensation plan. Congratulations, you are part of the company to join. The best company in the best industry. Don't keep it a secret. We have everything you need, but you've got to show up.
Oh yeah, you are it. You are it. You are the X factor. What other companies are playing it safe, we're playing to win. We're playing to win. I can only imagine how many lives we are about to change, or we are about to impact. Can you? We know our products work in a synergy. Imagine the effects of the 5 herbs in tandem. Make each 18 times stronger. This is what is happening right now. The topic could not be more exciting. This wave is coming, it's coming. Activation Nation has 6,000 more consultants overnight. P84 will have 60,000 new voices sharing it with the world. Come on now. We are the business to join. Are we not?
It's time to take action. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. We have a very simple business that we like to overcomplicate. Make a friend, find their pain, offer a solution. Listening is key. My dream of being a nomad with 300 square feet to live in with 10 people is somebody's nightmare. It's about what their pain is, about their hopes, their dreams. So challenge yourself to have many, many, many conversations and get to know your neighbor.
Awesome. The fastest growing teams in our industry today. You know how they're doing it? They're doing it at home. In-person presentations. And the second fastest are hosting Zoom presentations. Second. Show me your calendar and I'll show you your future. Create your own personal momentum. Don't overthink it. Wow. Are you fired up? Are y'all fired up? This right here, this is your moment. It's your moment.
It's your time.
Yes, it is. I want you to stand up to your feet. Everybody, stand up to your feet. If you can stand up, and I want you to repeat after me, repeat after me, repeat after me. This is my moment.
This is my moment.
This is my time.
This is my time.
You don't sound like you mean it. I want to,